Hey guys, Mike here. And if you grew up in the 70s, a 4-barrel was usually referring to a carburetor. But today we're going to take a look at a different kind of 4-barrel. This is an EIG fixed 4-barrel. It's an Italian pistol chambered for .22 short, long, or long rifle. And it was a recent trade-in at PCATS. This firearm doesn't look particularly well made, but it was unusual enough that I thought it would be interesting to take a close look at and do some test firing.
So here's the 4-barrel we're checking out today. This is the EIG. We took it out and test fired it a little bit, and it is one dirty shooting gun. .22 long rifle is pretty dirty anyway, but you can see the residue that gets left behind. So let's clean this up, and then we'll take a close look at the mechanism. One thing to note is this play. When you're carrying the gun, you can kind of hear it rattle a little bit. And so there's lateral play, and this play and gap is what allows you to get those powder burns on your skin if you're not wearing gloves when you shoot this. It doesn't hurt, but it definitely stains your skin. What I'm going to do to test this EIG 4-barrel is go through the different ammunition. We've got shorts. These are CB shorts, subsonics. We got Target .22 longs. We got Target standard velocity .22 long rifles. And I'm going to try some no powder .22 colibri. The other thing I'm going to be doing is wearing gloves. I'm going to shoot left-handed with a leather glove. This is with .22 shorts. Didn't fire the fourth one. We'll go around again. 1, 2, 3. Now let's see if it fires the second time. Okay, so certainly a little inconsistent with the shorts. Let's open it up. There's the ejector. Okay, the shorts come right out. Not too much of a problem there as far as getting the casings out. Okay, this is .22 longs. Second one didn't go off. Fourth one didn't go off. Now let's see if they'll go off the second time. Yep. And then another one. All right. This is with the longs. Let's see how the ejection system works with the longs. They all come out pretty easily. No problem there. Okay, this is .22 long rifle, standard velocity. You don't use high velocity ammo in this gun. All right, so every time we've had at least one. Let's go around the circle again. 1, 2, 3, and let's see if it'll fire the second time. Yep. All right, now this is long rifle, and they're stuck. Okay. I'm going to have to get my pocket knife out and see if we can get these casings out. Okay, this is the colibri powderless with a 20 grain projectile. And I don't have ear protection on, and this is very comfortable and quiet. Misfire on 2, 3, 4 went off. Okay, so 1 is fired. Now, the next 2 should go off on the second shot, maybe. Yep. Okay. Sounds kind of like a cap gun. Now, with the colibri, let's see. Yep, they come out easy. So everything came out easy except the long rifle standard velocity. And with the knife, the casings came out very easily, but the ejector itself just didn't work with the long rifle. Okay, I've got it cleaned up a little bit. All the powder that was leaking out on the sides here, we've cleaned all that up. We have this rotating hammer with a fixed firing pin. So you can see it's designed for standard velocity, short, longs, or long rifles, not high velocity. These plastic white grips, a nickel finish. Let's see now how the trigger mechanism works. This is interesting. The trigger slides back with this diagonal cut and interacts with the mechanism in the grip. So let's take a look at that. Taking the grip screws out now on both sides. And the grips themselves have these little retaining ledges that slide under the frame to hold the top on, so you just have the one screw on the bottom. Kind of an interesting design. So we'll take that off. Let's go ahead and take both sides off. And then you can see how the trigger pulls back against this lever, which is powered by the spring. So essentially what the trigger is doing when you pull it back, this bar is pushing on this bar, which pulls back the hammer with a fixed firing pin, rotates it, and then goes to one of the four quadrants and strikes the brass, obviously not very reliably. You can see the little notch right there that allows this to rotate like the notches in the cylinder of a revolver. So this is kind of all managed internally, and the barrels are fixed. So I want to show this without actually dry firing it, but we pull the trigger back and you can see how the firing pin rotates.
So in the final analysis, what can I say about this little EIG pistol with 4 fixed barrels? Well, it is kind of a unique design. It's very interesting to explore how it works, but it is certainly just a novelty. It's not dependable as far as firing off the rounds go. And what I found was that really the most pleasant rounds to shoot were the Colibri powderless 22 rounds. The 22 long rifles were harsh and they gave more of a tattoo if you're not wearing gloves. They also did not eject very easily. But I think the fact that it will take 22 shorts, longs, or long rifles is kind of neat. I think this will have to go in the category, though, of just a novelty firearm. It's fun to shoot. It's certainly not something you can depend on. But the rotating hammer and firing pin is kind of cool to explore. If you have any questions or comments, please post those. And as always, I'll try to respond to those in a timely fashion. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Second one didn't go off. Fourth one didn't go off. Now let's see if they'll go off the second time. Yep. And then another one. All right. So every time we've had at least one. Let's go around the circle again. 1, 2, 3, and see if it'll fire the second time.